Good day everyone, a very warm welcome from a platform of 101 incredible women of Pakistan. आज हमारे पास बहुत खूबसूरत सी गेस्ट है अगाथा। अगाथा से आपको लगा होगा कि हमारे पास ये कौन सी लैंग्वेज का वर्ड है या ये कौन सी खातून है। तो ये पोलिश खातून है बेसिकली, जो बहुत सारा काम कर रही हैं पाकिस्तान में आके इन द फील्ड ऑफ एजुकेशन, एज वेल एज शी इज़ वर्किंग एज एन एंकर फॉर डिस्कवर पाकिस्तान चैनल। नॉट ओनली दैट, इनका म्यूज़िक से बहुत लगाव है और ये म्यूज़िक इंडस्ट्री में भी बहुत सारा काम कर रही हैं। तो अगाथा से मिलते हैं और जानते हैं कि वो मज़ीद क्या क्या कर रही हैं और पाकिस्तान की क्या चीज़ें जो उन्हें इतनी पसंद आई कि वो आई तो पाकिस्तान अपने फ्रेंड से मिलने थी और वो यहीं की होके रह गई। अस्सलाम वालेकुम अगाथा।
Walaikum assalam.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So Agatha, I wanted to ask that since you were in Poland, what brought you here in Pakistan?
That was actually music.
Okay.
So back in Poland, I was organizing an international festival of music, and in 2014 we invited a group from Pakistan, and they came presenting katak and other excellent Pakistani music.
Which touch you spiritually.
Yeah, even if we don't understand the language, because obviously we didn't understand. Everyone was in love, and I'm talking like everyone. Groups from Indonesia, groups from Brazil, everyone. That was the favorite group from Pakistan. So they invited me back for a short visit to see the country, and it seemed to be like so exotic that I didn't even wait long. I just came to visit. I fell in love with the country, with the music, with the culture, with the food.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
our food.
Yes,
I mean, it's
and it was it was December. It was -20 in Poland, but here in Pakistan +25.
You can wear whatever you want to wear.
Obviously
comfortable.
But it's hot. There are palm trees, so I felt like I'm on holidays. So then I had 1 year off from my university, and I decided to spend it here, and then it became 4 years.
Zabardast. Agatha, if I will talk about what you were doing in Poland. I have read that you were an educationist and you love to teach, and education is your passion.
True.
And you have worked you have worked almost for 2 decades in this field.
Yeah.
Across Asian as well as European countries.
True. That.
So, I mean, what are you doing here in Pakistan? Are you pursuing this career of being a teacher, or are you doing something different?
Well, I do a lot of things. So basically, when I came, I was associated with music industry. So that was my main thing, and the photography as well, visuals. But then COVID started, and somehow, music scene was a bit off. So I was looking for some opportunity to check how is Pakistani scene when it comes to education.
Right.
And few of my friends, they were in Pakistani schools systems, and they were like keep on begging me, please come to our school, please do this, do that. And I was like, okay, that was always fun, let me do that. I was pretty free, so then I started.
Besides, you're passionate about your work.
Yeah, and I was very passionate. I really wanted it. I took like 1 year, 2 years off. After 17 years, I needed some break. But then during COVID time, my old students were asking me for online classes from Poland, so I just rediscovered this love for teaching. And I just wanted so much to see how it is done in Pakistan, because Pakistan is pretty different than most European countries when it comes to teaching. I mean, when it comes to system, not like teaching as such.
Exactly. Agatha, if I'll ask you, since in Pakistan we have a private school system as well, I don't think so in Poland. It is, I mean, you prefer going to private schools or such type of things. So how do you compare and contrast between two systems, private school systems and the system which is supported by the government?
So that's a very interesting question, because basically in Poland we don't have many private schools. There are, and funnily enough, I went to one when it was a high school. That was for some different reason. That was something new. Even my parents sent me, but usually there is no practice of that sort. Here, what I feel. Because most of the schools are really private, and there is like a lot of funds coming from parents, and not only. you have so much space to do whatever you want. There is no limitation really with finances. So
freedom
I
of
love
thought, you can do things out of the box.
Yes, thinking out of the box, doing activity-based learning. I'm mostly interested, obviously, in young.
What about quality of students?
Well, students are very hardworking. They know what the value of education, because
Right.
there are so many people, unfortunately, they don't have this opportunity to learn. And so the students who are coming to schools, they know that this is something so precious that they have to cherish. At least parents know if they are too young to know. So I think that they are very hardworking. They try a lot. They enjoy, and even during COVID, I heard so many like, we want to go back. We don't want to stay home. They actually rediscovered as well what is it to be at school and how much fun it could be to learn new things.
Exactly.
So I love it. I love it. The students are.
The way you're narrating, I'm loving it as well. And Agata, now we've spoken about curricular activities. Let's go to extracurricular activities and music. Back again, you're working with top names of music industries.
Yeah, I was blessed, alhamdulillah. Yeah.
So what is the recent or current project Ready to Music you're working on?
All right, so basically we have this group platform which is called Bossman. So there are like 4 basic names which are producers, co-producers, and singers, and also directors. And it's a passionate project, and I'm also a part of them now. So we have our own platform, and we are.
Do you play any specific instrument?
No. I do not play. I do not sing. I am there for videography, more photography, I would say.
Right.
Also, I coordinate. When do we have to? It's again management. So when do we have shoots? Do we have some wardrobe? Do we need this? We do everyone does everything. We do our set ourselves. We prepare every video from the scratch. We do everything. Sometimes I have to do the makeup if it's needed. So this is what is my role. That's really something that I enjoy again. And obviously I'm all the time from the beginning till the end at the production level. I hear how musicians play the songs, how the song is recorded, the vocals, every step, how the music is made. I'm there all the time. That's my second life, actually, studio. So and I love it. I just love it. If I need to relax, I just have to go there. And even if it's hard work, and sometimes we work till 5 in the morning, and then I go to school after 2 hours. But I'm just loving it. I love this, and I love school as well, everything.
Whatever string you are touching, you are maintaining everything. You are maintaining the segment of joy in it. I mean, even talking to you is bringing me such a fervent feeling. So I can imagine what you have had been doing in the studio.
Thank you so much. Yes.
Agata, since you're working as an anchor as well, if I'd ask you to compare yourself with traditional native anchor, so how will you do that?
Well, that's something new.
Because we have privilege of language. We can easily communicate whatever we want to.
बहुत मुश्किल है. So well, that was something new that came to me. Someone from our cycling group just came and said, Discover Pakistan. Discover Pakistan actually was covering our cycling event. So they came and they said, why don't you take Agata? She's been so long here. She knows culture like that. Sometimes they say I'm more Desi than Desis.
And you had been traveling in so many places.
Yes, because I was working with a lot of bands. We were obviously traveling for concerts, so all over Pakistan. I was blessed that way. So it is really difficult. My producers, they are putting a lot of pressure. Please speak Urdu, please speak Punjabi. They are giving me the sentences and they are saying, okay, that's very short.
Which is better? What is better to adopt, Urdu or Punjabi?
I would love to learn Punjabi, to be honest. I love Urdu.
It's a more frank language, is it?
Yeah, I mean, Punjabi is so just patti, so direct, and I think it's fun. And most of my friends are Punjabi speaking, but also in music we always try to mix,
Punjabi beats their spark.
Yeah, because in music it's very important to have this power and energy, and Punjabi gives it to us. So if I compare myself, obviously I cannot speak that. I cannot speak almost nothing, and it's also a new experience. So I have to think about the light. I have to think about like what you did. The introduction was excellent. I have to.
You're touched.
You know, I have to do the introduction for like 10 times, 12 times. I cannot just remember the also Pakistani
I'll take
names.
it as a compliment.
No,
You have read my name.
Excellent job, and you do it like this. You are not stressed. You do it in one take. I can never
As
do
I've
it
told
in
you
one take.
earlier, you're not having a barrier of language, so that's you reason.
Probably.
And it's fun talking to you. So
Thank you
Agata,
so
if I'll ask you, okay, after 5 years, where do you see yourself? In Pakistan, in Poland, or where? Any XYZ place.
Oh, wow.
Where are you looking yourself?
I never looked that much because if I start planning,
okay, let's make it 2 years.
yeah, because if I start planning, I know I will end up somewhere else.
So
And
let's make
always,
it 2 years.
You know, it's always with me. I've been to so many countries, living in so many countries. Well, my plan is to stay in Pakistan. I don't plan to move out.
Right.
Since I'm working with Bossman, I also manage individual artists. One of them, his name is Kumail Jaffrey. He's very much, he's so talented, and I just want to be here just to help him to, you know, to get to some places, because he doesn't need my help when it comes to music and everything. He's blessed, mashallah. He was in Coke Studio, but you know, sometimes you need this kind of push. It's not
Right.
only him, there are some girls as well, very young talents that they need some kind of help with management.
Right.
And I'm pretty okay with management, I think. So this is what I'm helping, and that's my plan.
This is what I'm perceiving,
Yeah.
because you have had been mentioning your management in every segment of what we
Yes,
are
so I
talking
think
about.
that must be something
That's
that I
good.
never expected. That was not my plan, but it happened like that. So that's the plan.
It's lovely speaking to you. You were so
Thank you.
genuine throughout your talk, and I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you.
Same.
Good.
Thank you so much.